What's up, everyone? We're going to talk about this new brand called Weem that's doing $100 million in sales on Amazon. We're going to dive in and figure out what exactly they got right, what they're doing on Amazon right now, with another one of our Amazon business breakdowns. Super excited about this one because of how fast and explosive this brand has become. So for those of you who don't know, Weem is a supplements and vitamins company. So their hero product or their best-selling ASIN is a hair, skin, and vitamins product that is doing extremely well. And we're going to dive into exactly what they're doing. So in summary, I was just talking about this. Hair, skin, and nails. The primary ingredient being vitamin B7, which is a very common ingredient that is found in a lot of vitamin and supplement companies and brands, most commonly known as essentially biotin, which promotes hair growth. So it's not a novel or new concept that no one really knows about. It's a pretty common sort of feature that is in a lot of vitamin and supplement brands and companies. They have another product called, it's their apple cider vinegar product, ACV, it stands for short, which helps with digestion, blood sugar, weight loss, skin, and health. So again, nothing too out of the ordinary in terms of product innovation. These are all products that have been introduced in the marketplace, have been available for purchase on Amazon and elsewhere. It's really nothing new from a product innovation standpoint, which is a really important point when thinking about how they actually were able to explode onto the scene. Their whole philosophy is providing immune support, and so we have their brand store here. Really simple catalog. They have 3 ASINs, one of which makes up 90+% of their sales. So the big question is, why are they so successful when really they're not doing a ton of product innovation, and they've essentially exploded to $100 million in sales? So as always, we like to dig into the customer feedback. And so what we looked at was some of the commonly reviewed or negative reviews on biotin. So there's a lot of products that are vitamin pills for biotin, gummies, things like that. And so we generally like to look at the 3-star reviews as usual. 2-star and 1-star are from customers that really are just upset about all sorts of things. And 3 stars is where you get the cream of the crop in terms of really valuable feedback. So good tip for you guys when thinking about product innovation. So just reading through some of these, right? The smell is spoiled. Not sure of the effects yet after consumption. So smell is a really big one. People or customers didn't really like to swallow pills. Even from my personal experience, I'm not a big pill person. I don't like them. They tend to taste weird and smell weird, as some of these customers are saying. And it's just overall not the best experience, right? So smell and sort of the difficulty of consuming the pill are some of the most commonly referred to points when looking at all of the negative feedback for the existing products in the marketplace. So super important when you're thinking about product research and innovation and what you could potentially put out in the market is looking at those 3-star reviews, seeing what customers are saying, what are the themes, and then how do you innovate on that? So what did they actually do, right, with Weem? So here's one of the best-selling biotin products on Amazon right now. It's just a standard Nature's Bounty, huge brand. I'm sure everyone has bought one of these, multivitamins once in their life. The interesting thing is what essentially Weem is doing, because hair, skin, and nails, biotin, or essentially B7, promotes all of that growth. So biotin, if you just take this Nature's Bounty 10,000 mcg dosage of biotin, you should see your nails and your hair grow, and your skin be healthier. And so even I've taken biotin. I specifically noticed my nails getting longer faster. And so it works. There's no doubt about it. Now, with Weem, even in the title, you'll notice they don't have a lot of biotin language in their image, their main image, or their branding. It's hair, skin, and nail gummies that supports healthy hair. It's vegan biotin. So it's not marketed as biotin. So when you think of that from a consumer lens, I would say a good amount of people know biotin, maybe not everyone. So for those that don't know, biotin, especially in the younger generation, kind of has this scientific, I wouldn't say scary connotation, but it's not a sexy name per se, right? But when you promote something as hair, skin, and nails gummies and promotes all of that, it's a much easier value proposition for someone to understand and know, okay, I know for sure this is going to grow my hair, skin, and nails. With biotin, there could be that extra little step for someone to have to research what actually biotin is. So really the key ingredient, as mentioned before, is just B7. So Weem has B7 along with other sort of nutrients and vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. So it's essentially B7 plus a bunch of other stuff that they're marketing as a hair, skin, and nails vitamin. So think of it as sort of a rebrand, or at least we're thinking about it as a rebrand of biotin. So really smart by Weem. The second thing I wanted to show is there's been a recent gummy explosion. For those that haven't really been interested or looking at this space, ashwagandha supplements, you'll see the search volume from helium 10 sort of flat over the last couple of years, and then ashwagandha gummies exploding. So there's been a natural trend towards away from pills and into gummies. Same thing with creatine. Workout supplement helps with, muscle growth, things like that. And then I'm going to move my head over here, and then creatine gummies, explosion. So Weem, as previously mentioned on this slide, is capitalizing on this inertia from taking pills. People don't like taking pills. They like eating gummies. And then they innovated off this consumer trend that people don't want to do that anymore. And so you'll notice this not just with hair, skin, and nails. It's with all sorts of vitamins and gummies, or vitamins and supplements that people don't necessarily want to take in a pill format. The other thing to note in terms of what they did successfully when it came to Amazon is, again, from helium 10, when they launched a couple of years ago, they launched at $16.95. Their list price, or what they typically are at, this green trend line here, is $30. So they essentially launched at 50% off. And you see a small ladder back up to their $30 normal price point. This is the Amazon 101 when it comes to launch strategies. You absolutely want to launch at a very discounted price because you want to gain traction, reviews, ranking, visibility. Price is heavily influential when it comes to all of those things on Amazon. So you, as a seller or a brand thinking about a launch, always be thinking about what is the most aggressive price point I can launch at. And then the strategy over time is to slowly and incrementally lift your price and see how that impacts your sales, velocity, organic ranking. So Weem clearly understood that when they launched their brand. The second thing they did is recently, I would say, did a ton of brand spend and exposure with influencers, specifically with TikTok Shop. So when you search Weem on TikTok Shop, you see a significant amount of micro influencers, big influencers as well, that are pushing the product, talking about, taking it and how it works. And so they had a clearly thought out strategy of leveraging TikTok Shop to essentially explode their brand. So with Helium 10, Weem, hair, skin, and nails gummies, you'll see their branded search terms just exploding over the last year and a half. So it works. TikTok Shop works. Now, in terms of budget, it requires probably a hefty budget. But as you gain momentum from your launch, an aggressive price point, good branding, you then have the ability to super boost your product by leveraging TikTok Shop, and you'll see sort of the explosion that they had. So in short, this is a quick sort of summary of how Weem essentially exploded, right? Biotin rebranded. Simple solution to an existing product in the marketplace. Gummy explosion. You remember looking at those reviews of people saying it's hard to swallow the pill. Weem capitalized on the gummy movement. People want to take gummies now. So they took biotin, rebranded it, and put it in a gummy format. Price. They lowered their price at launch, really aggressive to build momentum and customer loyalty, repeat buyers. And then TikTok Shop, which essentially supercharged their business and their brand awareness. All of those things led to 100 million, 75 to 100 million in sales on Amazon. This data is provided by Smart Scout over here, which we have found to be the best sort of third-party data aggregator. And you'll see they have a large share of the market when it comes to biotin and already crushing Nature's Bounty. So if you guys enjoyed that content, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll be back with more business breakdowns.